Hi, I'm Cybergrrl Oh, host of Real Biz in SL. We flew around the ginormous 4-sim build of Cisco to see what they're up to in Second Life. You can see the entire tour by tuning into Real Biz in SL at slcn.tv. But until then, let's find out what Cisco is really up to with our 5 questions in 5 minutes. We are back, and we are in the Real Biz studios for 5 questions in 5 minutes. Christian Renaud from Cisco is about to experience the hot seat. Are you ready, Christian?
I'm ready.
He says he's ready. He's so laid back. Let's see if I can fluster him a little bit. Question number 1, investment. What kind of investment is your company making in Second Life?
I'd say the primary investment is the people time. As I said, we have about 1,000 employees that have created avatars. And as is the case with email or IM, it's a piece of their job. So if you want to talk about the time that they invest, that obviously far exceeds any financial investment we've made in building out the Sims or buying the islands from Linden or anything like that. I'd say that's the majority of the time. So if you want to take a fraction of 1,000 people's salary, that's the investment that we're making.
And then in terms of the Sims, how many again do you have? How many Sims, besides the 4 Sims that we've toured, how many overall have you invested in?
I think we're at either 7 or 8. I'd have to double check if we paid for some. I know we have some partners and sort of some affiliated Sims and things like that. I know for sure that I pay for 6, and I think a couple other folks at Cisco pay for a couple more. But it's by nature, we have 4 public. We have a couple just sandbox for employees so they don't wander around naked bumping into customers. And then we have a really nice build that we did with Palomar Hospital to showcase the hospital as a future. So I guess that would count as one of ours as well.
Oh, I'm going to talk to you about that one later, too. All right, question number 2, ROI. What kind of return on your investment are you seeing?
So I think when people talk about ROI right now, and I think that's one of the areas that's developing, and I hope we talk about it at the Virtual Worlds Conference this week in New York, people always think about how many visitors are you having because they're stuck in this page hits mentality. And I think that's actually the wrong metric by a long shot. I think it's the quality of the engagement and the type of engagement that you have with the people that come. So the ROI that we get is we have an event about every week to 2 weeks. We'll fill up our sim. We'll talk with our customers. We'll talk with our partners. That type of engagement is like a focus group or a birds of a feather or a breakout at any other trade show, and that's invaluable for product design, for marketing feedback, for just getting the pulse of your customers. If they're happy with you, if they're not happy with you, that's the ROI that we get. I can't think of any more valuable return on investment than better communication with your customers.
And I agree with you. I think the Second Life, to me, is where the web was in the mid-'90s when everyone was saying, it's not going to last, it's not going to work, why do we need this thing anyway? And they were using sort of the hits, as you said, the visits, how many people came to my website to show success when really that wasn't the true value.
Yeah, eyeballs or click-throughs or something like that. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, that wasn't where the true value comes in. So I agree with you on that. Question number 3, measurement. What kind of metrics, then, are you using to evaluate the Second Life initiative?
Well, we lean a lot, given the prior comment. We do look at how many people came to the events and those sorts of things, but we really don't weight that heavily in contrast to, for example, we did a tech talk, one of our user group meetings. We had one of our security guys come in, and one of our, if you would, Fortune 1000 customers turned out to be in the room asking really tough questions. That sort of anecdotal, subjective input is worth its weight in platinum. So if you want to talk about measurement, the first time you say, oh yeah, customer XYZ was there, this Wall Street customer or this banking customer or this manufacturing customer was there and chatting with us, this thing just paid for itself because it usually costs me a lot more than that to get them all on a plane and fly them to San Jose or London or Singapore to give them a briefing.
So instead they're in Second Life and they're engaged.
And they self-selected to come in
asleep on
and
me.
ask them to do so.
Look at you. You're falling asleep on me. Yeah, you got to pay
That's so
attention
comfortable
here.
with my feet up on my real-world desk.
Exactly. You got to pay attention here. You got to be on the ball, or I'm going to have to turn the heat up on that chair.
All right.
Well, let's get to question number 4 real quick. Worthwhile. Bottom line, is it worth being in Second Life?
Absolutely. And I will be completely honest, I cannot understand these companies that say we're not getting the value that we wanted out of Second Life. I don't know what they thought they were going to do, but it must have been something other than talk with the other people in Second Life. I don't know if they thought this was a showroom or something, but if you have an opportunity to talk with people and to get real feedback into the development process and feedback about how you're doing as a company, how can this not be a good investment? How can this not be a good use of time?
I like hearing that. And question number 5, time. How much longer do you plan to be in Second Life?
Well, given my other answers, I bet you can answer that one for me. No plans to do anything outside, or no plans to leave Second Life, certainly. This is a great opportunity, and we embrace this. We embrace all new opportunities to find some venue to talk with our customers and our partners. So we'll be in here as long as it makes sense, as long as our customers and partners are here.
All right, sounds good. I have one last quick question, which is always my personal favorite question to ask. Freebies.
Sure.
Do you have freebies over there on your sim, and what are they?
Sure. We always have a bunch of freebies. So we end up doing, we are a typical Silicon Valley fashion. We hand out a T-shirt at live events for just at the drop of a hat. So we always give away commemorative T-shirts. We always give away models of all of the products. So if in case people are decorating their house in Second Life, they can decorate it the way that they decorate their own. Maybe they want some gear from, this is the router I have in my office or something like that. It's obviously not as sexy as some consumer things, but and then we err on the side of documenting all of our events, and so we have transcripts and those sorts of things. And then generally we'll have other commemorative things. We've had a number of giveaways and product models, and we've had real-world drawings, and for a while I had a bounty on creating new things in our sandbox over there. So we're always doing some form of giveaway. After 18 months, right. I think we've probably run the gambit of all the different kinds. We don't have pose balls. I guess that's about it.
Oh, okay. Well, get a pose ball going soon. I want to thank the absolute unflappable Christian Renaud from Cisco for a big tour and for getting real in our hot seat in the studios. This is Cybergrrl Oh for Real Biz in SL. See you next time.